Room 624. Every hotel has one room. The room employees avoid. The room guests complain about. The room nobody wants to clean. At the Ashcroft Grand Hotel, that room was 624. My name is Benjamin Vargas, and I was the housekeeping manager. I've worked in hotels for 14 years. Long enough to know people are weird. I've found cheeseburgers hidden in pillowcases. A wedding dress hanging in a shower. A live turtle in a minibar. One guest complained his television wouldn't turn on. The television was upside down. So when employees started telling me room 624 was haunted, I didn't believe them. Ghosts don't show up on payroll. Therefore, not my problem. At least, that's what I thought. Everything started when a guest checked out 3 days early. He looked exhausted, terrified. He told me he kept hearing housekeeping inside his room at 3 in the morning. Vacuuming, cleaning, pushing carts. The problem, his room was 624, and nobody had entered it. The final night, he woke up and heard someone humming inside the bathroom. Then 3 knocks came from behind the bathroom door. He left immediately. I assumed he was crazy. Then Rosa called. Rosa was my floor supervisor. Nothing scared her. Not blood. Not angry guests. Not bachelor parties. So when she asked me to come to room 624, I paid attention. She showed me a photograph. Written across the bathroom mirror were 4 words. Don't clean this room. The strange part. The writing was gone. The mirror was spotless. No message. No residue. Nothing. Then the room phone rang. I answered. A woman whispered. Not yet. The line disconnected. That's when I started feeling uneasy. 3 nights later, Rosa disappeared. She radioed security, saying she heard screaming inside room 624. Then she screamed. The next morning, they found her body on the hotel roof, 7 stories above the ground. Hands folded, eyes closed, like someone had carefully arranged her. Police called it suicide. Nobody believed it, especially me. After Rosa died, things got worse. Guests reported hearing voices. Children claimed a man in an old housekeeping uniform watched them sleep. Doors opened by themselves. Elevators stopped on the 6th floor for no reason. Then another guest vanished. A businessman named Alan Whittaker. Security footage showed him entering room 624. Nobody ever saw him leave. When police opened the room, they found blood. Lots of blood. Enough that nobody should have survived. But there was no body. Only a message carved into the closet wall. Room ready. That's when I started researching the hotel's history. And I found Victor Hale, the housekeeping manager from the 1950s. A serial killer blamed for 27 disappearances. Before his trial, he hanged himself inside room 624. Case closed. Except it wasn't. Because the deeper I dug, the more it looked like Victor wasn't the monster. He was another victim. Something inside that room had been feeding for decades. Maybe longer. Then security found footage. At 2:43 a.m., a man appeared outside room 624. Not walked. Appeared. One frame empty. The next frame occupied. Victor Hale. Standing perfectly still. Smiling. looking directly into the camera. Then the footage ended. Not glitched. Ended. Like something didn't want to be recorded. After that, I started seeing him too. Reflections. Hallways. Elevators. Always smiling. Always watching. Always getting closer. One night, our chief engineer Mark and I opened the wall behind the bed. We found a hidden space, far larger than the building should have allowed. Inside sat wedding rings, employee badges, photographs, personal belongings from missing people. Then we heard whispering. The darkness knew our names. The flashlight revealed dozens of people standing inside. Rosa, Alan, missing guests, missing employees, all smiling, all staring. We ran. Things spiraled after that. Room 624 started appearing throughout the hotel. Guests reported seeing doors marked 624 in hallways where they shouldn't exist. A security guard claimed it moved closer every time he blinked. Then Malcolm, our general manager, disappeared. No evidence. No explanation. Just gone. The hotel shut down shortly afterward. But I knew the room wasn't trapped inside the building anymore. It was spreading. 3 days before the hotel closed permanently, I returned alone. I was tired. Tired of the nightmares. Tired of the whispers. Tired of seeing Victor everywhere. Room 624 sat open at the end of the hallway. Waiting. Inside, the room looked wrong. Larger. Deeper. Impossible. The closet opened into darkness. And Victor stepped out. For the first time, he didn't smile. For the first time, he looked afraid. He whispered one word. Please. Then another. Burn it. Suddenly reality broke apart. The room expanded endlessly. Hallways stretched forever. Thousands of doors. Every one marked 624. And behind them stood the thing. Not a ghost. Not a demon. A living hotel. A parasite disguised as architecture. Built from trapped souls. Built from victims. Built from decades of suffering. It had been feeding through room 624 for nearly a century. And it was hungry. I grabbed a lighter. Set the curtains on fire. The room screamed. Not the building. The room itself. A living scream. The fire spread instantly. Victor smiled. A real smile. Then Rosa appeared beside him. Then Alan. Then hundreds more. The trapped souls. Watching. Waiting. As the room burned. For the first time, it looked afraid. Then everything collapsed. Darkness. Fire. Screaming. And nothing else. I woke up outside. The hotel burned through the night. By sunrise, the Ashcroft Grand was gone. Authorities blamed faulty wiring. I let them. Nobody would have believed the truth anyway. That was 2 years ago. The nightmares stopped. The whispers stopped. Life moved on. Or so I thought. Last night someone knocked on my apartment door. 3 slow knocks. Knock, knock, knock. I opened it. Nobody there. Only an old housekeeping cart. A room assignment sheet clipped to the handle. One guest. Benjamin Vargas. Room number 624. Check-in time Now, I looked down the hallway. A hotel room door stood where my neighbor's apartment should have been. Brass numbers gleamed. 624. The handle began turning. Slowly, the door opened. Darkness spilled into the hallway. A tall figure stepped out. Black eyes. Impossible smile. It pointed at me. "You're next." The hallway stretched forever. The walls began breathing. The darkness lunged, and I woke up, panting, shaking, curled into a dog bed. Morning sunlight streamed through the window. My favorite squeaky toy sat nearby. My water bowl was half full. I blinked, looked around. No haunted hotel. No Victor Hale. No room 624. Just my house. And my mom getting ready for work. She clipped on a housekeeping manager name tag, grabbed her keys, then smiled at me. "Ready for breakfast, Benji?" I stared at her, then at the name tag, then back at her. Oh shit, I'm a dog, and my mom's a housekeeping manager. I had a bad dream. She opened a bag of treats. I immediately forgot everything.
The end.